Hello, my name is Elote. I wanted to review about the body ritual on the Nasi Nasirema. So one of my first reactions was actually very surprising. Was actually pretty intrigued and interesting about what they were doing as rituals, as to be what I got from it as to be a man for the tribe that you had to do a lot of rituals. And what I found very interesting is that the tribe is really about mouth mouthwash, or they're very hygiene about their mouth, except that the rituals for it are really brutal. One of the facts I read from the quote was that one of the helpers who's doing the ritual, I believe one of the higher ranks, goes and pokes in between the teeth and tries to get the rotting teeth out from the man's to be accepted towards the tribe. There's also another ritual that they do, a body ritual, where basically they get naked, and I believe the wife or the woman assist them with a manicure, and they start for the rituals to start. They start poking or scratching their face with a sharp tool, mo- most of the time, or their backs or somewhere in the body to become physical pain. And one of the quotes that the doctor has wrote is that they either not get cured at all because there's no cures, or they end up pretty much dead. So it's not pretty much different of a few things that they do that they see as rituals, but we see as a normal day to day life. It could be from a different country, the U.S. culture, or my culture, Venezuela. Most of the time, people talk about mouth hygiene, which is the most important part out of everything. Not really just for acceptance into society, but just a natural hygiene that you don't want to have a stinking, smelling breath most of the time. Another thing that they do go in fact that we do, instead of just poking or scratching our teeth or mouth with a sharp object, there's a doctor that actually does it for us. Any rotten teeth, they just poke it right out, and we don't have to do any ritual for it or nothing at all. We just pay money, and the doctor does it. I will say one of the things from this tribe that kind of applies to my culture is many times, similar to how men do the ritual to be accepted in the families, we are accepted in the family as it is in Venezuela. But the one of the things that really does matter that they kind of explain here a little bit towards the house, and how they have different chests or crystals that they put in their house to keep bad things away, or different rankings that depending how much crystal you have in your house is how high or how respected you are. In my culture, it's pretty much the last name is really the profound thing of the family. You break the family's name and you're pretty much disowned from the family. Many of the rituals seen today has not really changed over the years, but what I did find out is how more the extreme ritual gets over time. They first off started off with having crystals on their house, keeping bad spirits away. And then we started with the mouth hygiene, where they take the man and start stabbing themselves, getting the rotten teeth out. And then we had the body ritual, where they start stabbing or hurting themselves in different ways. There was also another ritual that moms did to their kids to show them the ritual or body way they would curse the kids in their house, and that would actually be disowned towards the women in that aspect of the tribe. So a lot of things really surprised me. I don't think there's many things that can go with the American culture besides like good mouth hygiene, but there's not really much we do about it. They are disowned in family, like I said before. The last name still goes around as being something a family holds dear within their self or the family tree as well. But one of the quotes I did want to share too with from the article that really caught my eye was when women dress as to hide their conditions, particular particuration takes place in a secret without friends or relatives to assist, and majority of the women not to nurse their infants. which many times can relate to how American culture or other cultures can also be like, where when a young woman gets pregnant, there's not really much anybody to help around her, which I will say this article was really interesting. I learned a few things from it. I don't think there's really much I can say about the American culture and combine it with the Nacinema culture most of the time, but those are the few things I got. Have a good day.